Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Gilligan. I am the primary full-time instructor and chairperson of the Department of Business Technologies. And you can see on the screen that I've got my contact information. I am the only full-time faculty member in the business management and accounting programs at Morton College. But we also have a number of very capable part-time or adjunct instructors that hopefully you'll get to know more if you decide to attend Morton College. I'm going to go through a brief presentation with you in a moment, but I did want to bring your attention to some additional information. Let me just see if I can bring this up. So on the screen, I am displaying some of the recent data for fiscal year 2019 that displays information about retention in our individual classes in the business management and accounting programs. So you'll have the opportunity, if you participate in our program, to either pursue two types of degrees. One is going to be the Associate in Applied Science in either business management or accounting. You can also get the Associate of Arts, which is the transfer-ready degree, and then concentrate in business management and accounting. And then on the non-degree side, we do have certificate programs for our business management, accounting, and supply chain management program. But I did want to bring attention to some of the statistics. So if you're wondering about, what is the quality of the classes that I'm going to be taking? Are these classes going to make me ready for a four-year school? And I can say with confidence, just based on the data, and then we'll get more into some of the aspects that we stress that speak to the quality of the programs, that we do have very good retention. As you can see on the far right-hand column for the 2017-2018 school year, that in a number of our classes, we were well over 80%. The only class that's slightly less than 80% is our financial accounting. So financial accounting is one of our feeder courses into the program. So if you take business management, you will have to take two accounting courses, financial accounting and managerial accounting. If you are in the accounting program, you will have additional accounting that you'll be taking, including cost accounting and intermediate accounting. But as you can see, as you kind of go down the column, with the only exception being finance, that we've got a couple classes that are 100% retention. So what I'm trying to say with the statistics is that the more you remain in the program, and it could be like just going into the second semester, the first year, you're going to find that the vast majority of students do stay in the classes and earn the credit hours. Most of our courses are 3 credits in nature. We do have a couple down here for successful career strategies that are only 2 credit hours. But I think this speaks again to the quality of the programs in general, to the people who are teaching those classes, and I think most importantly that the students who are dedicated to success. So I'd like to transition now to just a few slides from my presentation. We'll make sure that you get a copy of the entire presentation. And as you see on the last slide, you've got all of my contact information. So what are some of the questions that you might be asking yourself, as you enter a program like ours? And one of those questions is, do you have strong communication skills? So we feel it's vitally important to succeed in 21st century jobs that you're able to communicate well, both in writing and orally. In a number of our classes, we do have presentations that are built in to the course structure to ensure that you get a chance to present in front of a group. or individually. A number of our classes have some writing that you need to do. And the reason that we push that so aggressively in our program is you need to communicate well in the workplace. Another question might be, do you like planning both large and small projects? So one of the advantages of the program is that there's different pathways to pursuing careers in business. So if you want to own your own business, you want to be a small business owner or an entrepreneur, well, you're going to have to plan for that. If you work for a company and you're in charge of a department or a specific store or territory for the company that you work for, you might have to do a budget. So we try to prepare you for that. And then do you want to see direct results of your efforts? I think the results play out in a couple ways. In the short term, you might get an A or B in the class and you get a high GPA and it's going to make you transfer ready. But more importantly, going into the long term is the more that you understand the world of business and the language of business, the better you're going to be able to succeed there. Okay, so our goal, and when I say our goal, I'm speaking for myself, for other adjunct instructors, is to help graduate our students, whether it's going to be with the Associate of Applied Science or the Associate of Arts degree. Now, you might just want to come in and take a few classes without graduating. You might want to pursue the certificate program. But ultimately, most of our students try to leverage the 2-year degree to get a 4-year degree. It makes you more marketable, in my opinion. I think the data has borne that out, that you're more marketable with a 4-year degree. Or if you end up getting a master's degree someday, you're going to be more marketable than if you just have a bachelor's degree. So our goal is to help you graduate if that's what you want to do. Okay. We're going to expose you to different skills in the business and accounting programs. So I spoke, about the retention in our accounting courses. So we're going to teach you about key skills that you need to understand in financial accounting. And one of them is to be able to read, understand, and analyze financial statements like the balance sheet and the income statement. In getting over into marketing and management, we're going to show you how to develop a marketing plan. When I teach Introduction to Business, I have my students develop an outline to a business plan. So we're going to teach you those specific skills, and then hopefully the other thing that we want to impart on you is the ability to think analytically, to be able to analyze information, to determine why it's important, to be able to solve problems. Okay. Now, again, getting back to practical aspects in the world of business, you can see, if you go into computer science, you can see like the high salaries, the percentage growth, but there's also a lot of growth in different business areas. So marketing being one, well over 20%. You can see a median annual wage. This is from 2016 of over $60,000 a year. It's certainly more in 2020. Management analysts have double-digit growth, over 80,000 on average. Financial managers, it's a very needed skill, and you're going to be compensated quite well for that. So a lot of the areas in business, I know accounting is not, or accounting, as you can see here, at 10%. So a lot of the areas that you're going to pursue in business have a demand in the workplace, among companies and other organizations, and you're going to be compensated quite well for that if you decide to pursue that. Okay, we've had a lot of wonderful students over the years. Jorge is one of my former students, and his goal was to open up his own business. I had another young lady, Idalis, when she was in my classes a few years ago. Her mom was the owner of a cleaning business, and Idalis's goal was to take over that business someday. I'm not sure. I haven't seen her lately, but she wanted to she wanted to be a small business owner. And hopefully both of them have received those particular goals at this point. Okay. Talking a little bit more about where we want to lead you, or hopefully you're going to lead yourself with our assistance, is to develop best practices in the world of business, to know the difference between right and wrong, what is ethical and professional behavior. And also speaking to the marketability of the programs, we're starting you on that pathway at Morton College, but hopefully you'll develop a desire for lifelong learning, that you realize that the more education that you get, the more credentialing that you get in the area of business, especially in accounting. The Certified Public Accountant certification is a very needed certification among companies. You can go into business and practice public accounting. I'm a certified management accountant, so I'm a strong believer in certifications, but hopefully you'll have that desire for lifelong learning. And then as we can see in the world, as I'm speaking right now, people advocating for greater diversity, for appreciation for efforts like Black Lives Matter, that we try to instill a respect for diversity. So as you probably are aware, we are an Hispanic serving institution. Most of my classes have well over 80% Latino, and we try to instill that respect for everyone's ethnic background, and that respect and understanding is certainly going to make you a much more needed resource in the workplace. Okay. We also want you to get good jobs. These jobs that are paying well, based on what you able to accomplish in this program. Just a little bit more about the program options in general terms. So the Associate of Applied Science in either business management or accounting, you're going to have a different coursework in accounting, econ, business law. That is intended to prepare you for a career right after graduation. So if you don't think you need the 4-year degree, maybe you want to defer that. This is supposed to make this type of degree is going to make you ready for the workplace right away. Okay, you've got the non-degree option with the certificate program. You're taking anywhere from 15 to 18 credit hours, and then you will be rewarded that particular certificate. Okay. And just a little bit more about, you can see about the advantages of that program. These are some of the additional occupations besides what you saw on the list with the associated salaries. These are some of the areas that you can pursue. I've had students in my classes that have worked as like tellers in a bank, and then they're in the program and they know that they're going to get opportunities maybe to manage a bank, or at the very least to be a supervisor in a bank branch based on that additional education that they've received. Then the applied degree in associate in applied science and accounting degree program, that's where you're going to be more specific in accounting. So in the general business management, you just take financial and managerial accounting. If you are in the accounting program, though, we offer an additional 3 credit hour course in cost accounting. So most 4-year institutions require cost accounting, which combines subject matter in financial and managerial accounting. We also have a year-long 2-part intermediate accounting course that's taught by a certified public accountant, one of our very senior adjuncts. He's been with Morton College for over 30 years and does a great job with the full year intermediate accounting. So you would get, whether it's the certificate or the associate in applied science, you'd just be taking more accounting coursework. And you can see that there are a number of areas, whether you ultimately get a certification as a certified public accountant. If you just get the accounting degree, there's going to be a number of career areas that are very much in demand, whether it's working in the area of tax, cost accounting, applying computer information systems to accounting problems. There's an area, it's not listed here, called forensic accounting. So if company officials commit fraud, you'd have the ability to go back and investigate. There's another area called auditing, where you will review what are called internal controls and financial statements for accuracy and reliability. Okay. Another thing that I do want to mention with regard to our program, with the feeder classes, I call the feeder classes being Introduction to Business and Financial Accounting. Those classes cap at 32 students. There are situations, depending on the time frame, like when the class is scheduled, whether it's day or evening, morning or afternoon, you might be in a class that has less than the 32 students. But we intentionally cap at 32 on the high end. But as you get into more of the advanced business courses, you're going to find that the class sizes are fairly manageable. I teach cost accounting during the day. I've been doing that for a number of years now, and the highest that we've had in cost accounting is 20 students. Many times I've had 10 or 12 students in the class, and that allows for a more personalized experience. I get to know students' names. They come to me when they've graduated, looking for letters of recommendation. So I can assure you, and all of our other adjuncts are committed to getting to know you better, getting to allow you to have a more personalized experience, which I think it allows for better learning and hopefully a better satisfaction with the quality of the program. Just a little bit more information. I'm not going to go over this about what accountants and auditors actually do, and then you see the different career options. A little bit more information in this presentation about the employment outlook, which is quite favorable for a number of areas in business and accounting. Just like all other programs, other than I think programs like that Evelyn can speak to in the area of healthcare, where there are standards that you need to adhere to. We do have open admissions in the business and accounting programs. We do have some classes like financial accounting and intro to business, where we want you to be at a particular proficiency level in your reading comprehension and or math comprehension. But other than that, if you're at the appropriate level, you can come right into the program. We do have other prerequisites. So, for example, you can't take intermediate accounting until you've taken financial accounting, but that's done for various appropriate reasons. And then there's just some more general information that I've embedded that our subject matter experts can speak to in that particular area. So you see my contact information again. I'd be more than happy to entertain any questions that you have. You are certainly welcome to email me, and you've got my office phone number at Morton College. My office location, if you think you'd like to meet with me, that would be fine. What I find that happens with most students is they start with their advisor, and then if the advisor needs to reach out for any questions, course waivers, those type of issues that will come up before your formal admission into the college, that they reach out to me, and we have a very good professional relationship with all of the advisors there. So with that, I hope that many of you who are viewing this presentation will enroll in our business management and accounting programs, and I wish all of you the best of luck.